The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. On the return, it's Tarik Cohen. Eluding the tackle. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the first carry for Tarik Cohen. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Williams. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Detroit! From midfield now, here's Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, now, look at 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Bridgewater and the Jets come up now 1st and 10. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Yeah, here come the Bills. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Able to push his way through. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
This time Jackson will throw it out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's able to find Diggs. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Darren Lee there to get him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit! Gun!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. third down. That's Cohen, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Bridgewater and the Jets come up now 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with a Ajayi. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now it's Ajayi. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside.
Delta. Get wide now.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get wide now.
Right back to him on first down. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Delta. Delta.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Delta. Delta.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And it's caught for Parker. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Santos with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now it's Hunt. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Play action. Now Jackson. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Watch 13. 13's crossing. Check. Delta.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And throw right side complete to Parker. And out across midfield down to the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, Bridgewater. Got an open man, it's a new one. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And again, it's Bridgewater. Wide open receiver complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. This is Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch. But you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He was looking for a Nunwa there. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Detroit!
After the interception, here's Jackson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Gun!
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. 4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the two guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them, that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And that play worked really well. No gain.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
It's complete to Parker, left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Get wide now. Go Delta. Go Delta.
First down, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Going deep here for Parker. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Now Jackson on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play down. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now, lucky 56.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game. And
looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play. Taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Bridgewater and the Jets come up now 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. He knocks him back. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They go play action here on first down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done. Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Parker's got it for a Jets touchdown. Devontae Parker with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. You have fun with this one, partner? I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center. We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone,
This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Gun! Detroit! Gun!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. The Bills' passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Bridgewater and the Jets come up now 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's going to float this one. He's got him in, complete. And give him a gain of 37.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, That ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
Bridgewater on first down. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And they'll go on the ground. And fights through one man. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action now. Jackson. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 30.
On the run, this is Hunt. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 3rd down, Jackson flushed to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP?
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
Five down. Get wide now. Get wide now. Watch twist.
Second down, Bridgewater. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Geno Atkins coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, guys, check. Go Delta. Here we go. Five down. Here we go. Five down.
From the gun, Bridgewater. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Delta. Here we go. Five down. Three down. Check 24. Check the hot read.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Delta. 57 to Mike. 50. Here we go. Five down. Check pass.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
16 yards right off the bat with a first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing is Jackson. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run. This is Hunt. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
57. Mike, 57. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Find out.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.